Hello there, how are you? I hope you're doing well, that you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for checking out my video. If you're new, hi, I'm Amber. It's lovely to meet you. If you enjoy project panning, reaching into your makeup stash, rediscovering makeup in your collection, I hope that you stick around. I love those types of videos. I love to film those types of videos. I'm in the process of panning makeup, panning palettes, so I hope that you will join me on that journey to just enjoy my makeup, rediscover favorites, find new favorites out of what I have. It's awesome. So like I said, once again, thank you for taking that time out. I am in the process of trying out filming on my phone and using a new microphone. And I'm hoping that it will make things more efficient where I will film more frequently, because it is such a process to get out my camera and do out the, the things and then edit and film and blah, blah, blah. I know you understand. When you're filming videos, when you're watching videos, it is so time consuming to do this, even though I enjoy it. So bear with me. Thank you in advance for your patience as I'm navigating this and figuring things out, the lighting, because like I said, even in this light with the camera, my makeup looks awesome in person, but it's not quite translating the way I wanted to on camera. So I'm like, man, I got to figure this out. And I filmed To Get Ready With Me, actually. I've been promising this for a long time, but this is what I lovingly call the armadillo eyes. I've been going through like a smoky eye phase, and I filmed it on my camera multiple times, and I filmed it on the phone today, and I'm trying to figure out the situation because my makeup light has like one of those daytime ring light halo effects, which helps me with my blindness, with my glasses and all that. But when I put the camera in front of it, I was like, whoa. We're gonna have to work with this a little bit, like the glare and I don't know what the photography term for it is, but when the light kind of bounces off your face and it's like crazy bright. I mean, it's been a moment, it's been a thing. So I thought as a great way to kind of try things out. Oh, and I also have a little microphone. Like I said, bear with me. We're figuring things out. This is gonna be kind of an all over the place video, but that's how we roll. I always enjoy chatty videos too. So I hope that you do as well. I thought today would be fun to take a trip around what's going on with my makeup bag, what I'm currently loving, what I'm using, what I'm panning, because at the end of 2022, early 2023, I had this like all-inclusive vision to project pan my vanity, and I wanted to pan all my backup stash. And I mean, I was feeling a little bit all over the place, dare I say a little bit like I needed the motivation, but at the same time, I lost steam with that project just because I felt overwhelmed. The backup stash was like really looming over me. And then I thought, no one's going to be entertained by watching me pan multiples of the same product with backups and whatnot. So I really just kind of lost my focus. In the last several months, I've been inspired. Do y'all remember Meg's Makeup A? Girl, I wish she would film. I really wish she would get back to filming. I totally understand, but I wish she would get back to filming. But she really kind of inspired me in the last couple of months, because way back when she was filming videos, she talked about using a clear makeup bag to just kind of gather all of her everyday products in one place, make it easy to get ready with, in the morning, and have that capsule makeup wardrobe. And I love that idea. I have a very generous vanity that I keep my daily makeup in. I have like a huge acrylic tray. Everything's all in one place, but I really wanted even more convenience than that. And, I'm using like a stack of palettes when I get ready in the morning. So I've got that out on my counter. And then I want, I don't want to have to like reach in my drawer like 15 times to get different products. And so I thought, I had this clear makeup bag that I was using in a tote bag as kind of like a catch-all. So instead, I brought it into my makeup drawer where I have my acrylic storage. I popped this clear makeup bag in. I've got my palettes next to it and some of my extra face products. And it's been really, really handy in order to get ready in the morning, because everything is so much more streamlined. It's fantastic. So like I said, I thought it would be fun to just walk you through what I've been loving, what I've been using. So as we get into base products, the first thing that I do before I apply my makeup is I have started using this Vichy Mineral 89 Booster Quotidian. It's a fortifying and plumping daily booster. I use this at night along with my skincare. I apologize if I accidentally look over here. I'm still getting used to focusing on the lens. But I really, really enjoy this as a skincare booster to my routine at night. I'm trying to be more diligent about having a skincare routine. I work late at night, so when I get home, it's usually like, I'm tired, I just want to take my makeup off. I have my Clinique cleansing balm, and then I wash my face, and I'm usually done. But I'm really trying to be more diligent about skincare. So this is one of the things I picked up. I just got it on Amazon. I know it's available at Ulta, Costco, and whatnot. This is a really nice product. And then I go through and I spritz my face with some of the MAC Fix Plus. If you're wondering what this thing is going on here, I have numbered everything in my backup stash because I am, while I'm not putting it out there on the internet, that I'm panning the vanity. I'm really trying to be very, very consistent and intentional with using things from my backup stash. So as I numbered everything, this is the first backup that I pulled out of my closet, and I'm gonna consistently continue working through the backups of the multiples of products that I have. So MAC Fix Plus, I love this. I've been using this product for years, so it's a no-brainer. I will repurchase this. It's just right now, this happened to be the first one that I pulled out of my closet. Then as I go through for foundation, I am going through primer-wise. I mix either of these two primers with the Il Makiage. This is called the Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation. You can get this through a subscription service, and I'm not sponsored, but the way that I started using this is I saw it on Instagram, and you go on to their website and you basically fill out a quiz to color match you, and then they set up a subscription service based on your frequency of wearing makeup. So if you like to wear it just once or twice a week, obviously you're gonna stretch yours out where you only receive a bottle every few months. If you wear it all the time, like I do, right now I'm wanting to pan eyeshadow and blush and whatnot, so I wear makeup 7 days a week. I get mine sent to me about every 3 to 4 months. I've really enjoyed this foundation, and I wanna say I've been using it for the past 2 years, maybe even 3 at this point. It's been quite a while. I know I've been through multiple bottles of this, and sometimes I take a break to go on and wear some mousse-like foundation because there's a Maybelline foundation that I really like, but this has been awesome. And in fact, I'm already at the bottom of another bottle of this where I'm having to take a beauty spatula. I apologize. I've got eyeliner and like, I don't know what on my hands because I'm filming this after doing my makeup this morning. So there we go. But in any case, I use a beauty spatula to kind of go on and get the rest of this out. But on the back of my hand as I mix in primers, because I want my makeup to be very durable throughout the day. I don't want to have to touch things up. I like to put it on in the morning. And like I said, I work late at night. And so I want my makeup to be absolutely long lasting throughout the day. So the first primer, if I want something more moisturizing, something just really smooth and great ingredients, I am on my second bottle of the Tula Skincare Filter Primer. It has probiotics and superfoods, and the shade I'm wearing is called First Light. I really, really like this primer. I do notice a difference. Well, okay. I was trying a couple other things over the past several months, and I was noticing that my foundation was like spreading apart. It was looking really patchy, really weird. And I know my skin and my hair are going through transition right now because I turned 40 over the summer. So I realized we're going to be in another point of transition. I totally accept that. But I have noticed that I have less issues with my foundation separating when I wear this product. So I bought it. My previous bottle I was using, I want to say last year. And then I stepped away from it for quite a while, and now I'm back in this, and I'm almost, I think I've got about a quarter of the bottle left to finish. I really, really enjoy this primer. I believe it comes in 3 or 4 shades. I get the lightest shade just because I want something translucent and that is going to be easily functional for any skin tone because my skin is changing. I don't know if I'm going to be oily or if I'm going to be dry. It just depends on the weather and whatnot. So I picked this up at Ulta. I do highly recommend it. It's a little bit spendy for what it is, being a primer. But I do feel like since I only use a pump on the back of my hand and I mix it in with my foundation, I do get quite a bit of wear out of this. It does last a while, so I'm willing to save the, you know, the money and spend on a product that's a little bit more expensive like this versus buying a whole lot of more affordable options. However, at the grocery store, I have really been enjoying the e.l.f. Primer. It's called the Power Grip and Primer plus 4% niacinamide. And I want to say this is the version for boosting your complexion, giving you more of a rosy glow. I buy this at my local grocery store, and the way that you use this, the back of the bottle suggests putting it on your face and waiting 30 seconds to let it get tacky before applying your foundation. I kind of do a similar thing, except I pump one pump onto the back of my hand. I wait about 20 seconds, and then I will mix in my foundation so that it makes one concoction. And then I apply it to my face using a flat top kabuki brush. This is from Sigma. And then I blend it into my skin with an e.l.f. beauty sponge. That works really well for me. In fact, this is a primer that I'm wearing today with that foundation, and I really, really enjoy it. Like, you're gonna see it on the back of my hand. What am I doing? But in any case, I really do enjoy this product. There is a blue version and a green version. I don't remember what the blue is supposed to correct. I know the green is like if you have a lot of redness in your skin, but check these out when you go to the store because they really, really are nice. And it has a pump where you can easily get to the very last bits of your product, just like this Tula option right here. So really, really super convenient to use on an everyday basis. I've been enjoying them. Then let's talk about some color correctors, because there are 3 that I really like using when I need to just kind of enhance my concealer for the day. Like if my dark eyes are really, really standing prominently out and I just need that a little bit of extra help, I have a couple things that I like to reach for. So let's first talk about some peach concealers or peach color correctors. I originally bought the Chanel version. This is just the Chanel color corrector in peach. It is a lovely formula. It blends in really well. It's very thick when you apply it, so you don't need a whole lot. But just for giggles and grins, I wanted to try out the drugstore version, so I picked up the e.l.f. Color corrector in peach. I feel like they achieve the exact same thing. Now, the Chanel one looks a little bit darker in person than the e.l.f., but when I apply them to the skin, I notice absolutely zero difference. So if you are in the market for a color corrector, I would highly recommend either one of these, but definitely to save the money, the e.l.f. one, just as good. But I will say it smells like wet paint, which I'm not particularly fond of, but at the same time, the smell dissipates fairly quickly, so it's not a big deal. But when I put it on my face, it kind of reminds me, have you ever used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, the liquid one? It smells like straight up paint. It reminds me a lot of that. So 2 color correctors. And again, okay, while I'm thinking about it, I'll have everything linked in the description box below. So if you want to look up more information on these products, I'll do my best to get you to those sites so that you can do that. Then it's a brightening concealer, because especially when I'm wearing gray eyeshadow like I am right now, it's nice to have a little boost on my under eyes when I'm done applying my makeup. And again, my eyes are looking a little bit dark with this lighting going on in my camera right now, but typically like in person, it looks fine. It looks fantastic. I don't have to worry about it when I go out in the world, but I just got to figure this out on camera. But I like to go through with the e.l.f. version of a yellow brightening concealer. This is just in the yellow shade. Again, you can pick this up at your grocery store. I like this. And let me show you. It is a very, very bright banana color. Looks like so. It is bright, but it does a wonderful, wonderful job of brightening things up. And I go the extra step because I have really, really loved banana powders in the last, it's been about 2.5 years since I started. No, it's been longer than that, because the Cream Shop version I have like took me forever to pan. I don't know how long I've been using banana powders. It's been a long time, but right now I'm currently working through the Maybelline Lasting Fix Banana Translucent Setting Powder. I love pairing these 2 things together, and I mix it with a little bit of the NARS Creamy Concealer. I have the shade, let's do a little trombone here, trying to read how small this writing is now. I have the shade Creme Brulee. I enjoy mixing these two concealers together to really take down if I've had any fallout or any, you know, leftover gray under my eyes or whatnot after doing a smoky eye. And then I set it with this banana powder. Love that combination. It's very, very pretty. Then in terms of what's going on for the rest of my base makeup before I apply my powder, I have loved, love this product for years. In fact, I finished my most recent jar this morning. It is the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is a staple for me. I finished this one this morning. This one's gonna be in my routine tomorrow. So if you're looking for a great eyeshadow base, my eyeshadow does not budge the entire day, even through working out. It is fantastic. I swear by this product. I have used it for years. I like the light yellowy tone of this particular one. There are also other colors like Painterly. A lot of people are fans of. Painterly just doesn't do it for me. I wanted the brightening effect. So I like the kind of yellowy hue to soft ochre, but I highly recommend the paint pots. And in fact, I have a peachy toned one that I use on my lids to really boost up some colors, but we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So soft ochre paint pot, love, love, love. I've been through so many of these throughout the years. It is a must-have in my collection. Then in terms of contouring, a product that I've fallen in love with over the last year, actually it's been longer than that now that I think about it, because I'm on my second container of this is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and I use the shade Bronzed Belle. It is a creamy bronzer. I love to use it stippled onto my face with a flat kabuki brush, kind of a smaller size. I just have a generic no-name brand that I picked up at the grocery store. This product is lovely. I use this to go on and contour my cheeks, the temples of my face. I go through the sides of my nose as well as under my chin. This product is lovely. I feel like it dries like cream to powder because it's not tacky. It doesn't travel everywhere all over your face. It's very easy to place the color and blend it in. And at a drugstore price point, this is awesome. Love, 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 love this product. And it actually replaced, I was going through a phase where I was using that, the Revlon concealer, and I would get like really deep shades and use that like a cream contour and just stipple it in. I like this product better. And it's even more affordable than the Revlon one. So love, love, love. And again, I wear the shade Bronzed Belle and I have a light to medium skin tone. If you are trying to shade match, they do have other colors in it as well. This one works the best for me. Then in terms of powder, I finished the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus. That has been a go-to favorite for me for years. I'm now in its sister drugstore version. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder Compact. Excuse me, and I wear the shade Warm Light. I recently finished that MAC powder, so this is just what I'm going into next. It's an easy powder that I use a big fluffy brush, and I dust this all over my face just to make sure everything is set in before I begin my makeup. So love, love, love this. And the way that I use this powder is I'll alternate the compacts. For every other time, I will use the Wet n Wild, and then when I'm done with this, then I'll go back to the MAC, and then I go back to the Wet n Wild and go back to the MAC. So I constantly switch around. So I do have my MAC Light Plus version to start into in the next, you know, several months down the road after I finish this one, just so you kind of get a little trip around my head about how I'm using my makeup. Then as far as eyebrows, I alternate between using eyeshadow. I have a MAC shadow and a palette we'll talk about with the warm neutrals. And I also, my favorite eyebrow pencil of all time is the CoverGirl brow pencil in the shade 710 or soft brown. I love this. I've been using these for years. It does a great job filling in the tails of my brows. I like a strong brow. I love a strong brow. I know it's not for everybody, but with my glasses and my makeup, especially when you see me in person, I like having that definition on my face. So I go through with this CoverGirl pencil and you really use it in the tail of my brows. And then I go through and use some shadow on the inner portion of my brows to balance everything out, especially on days that I decide to wear like a strong smoky eye, because I'm getting to the point where my eyebrows are not as full as they were when I was younger, and I like that extra boost. So just FYI, as you're aging, that's a tip that I do. All right, then as we go into the actual makeup application, the shadow that I've been reaching for lately because I needed a transition shade, I ran out with my palettes. I have reached back into MAC Soft Brown. This is a single that I had in my collection. Let's put it out there. I want to, well, I don't know if I could finish it by the end of the year, but I'm going to talk about this with Pan That Palette Update. This is just an easy shadow that I can use any day, any look. I love mixing it with cool tone shadows. I love wearing it with warm tone shadows. It's just that easy base that for me with my hooded eyes, it makes applying my eyeshadow so much more beautiful, more efficient, and everything blends so much better. I take it with a big fluffy brush and I run this all through my crease, and then I put my other shadows on top of it. It is a lovely, lovely formula. I will never be without one of these because it's just so easy to reach for. Then as I go through the palettes I've been using for my eyeshadow, the first thing I am panning, we're going to talk about this in Pan That Palette Update. I'm going through with my Nabla Cosmetics Side by Side Nude Palette. I'm not going to show you the insides of these. I hope that you'll check out my Pan That Palette Update for what's going on inside of those. I'm also using my Juvia's Place Nubian 3 Coral palette. This has become a very, very beloved favorite out of my palettes in my collection. I'm also using the MAC Warm Neutrals palette. This is a go-to, and kind of a little sneak peek there. And then I have my Z palette with various shadows that I'm going through. I'm using a Too Faced shadow that came out of a palette from eons ago as my highlighting shade. I have a Franken shade that I've mixed together that's going in my outer corner. And again, I have the Get Ready With Me is coming, I promise, with Armadillo Eyes. And then we'll talk about what's going on in this palette with Pan That Palette Update. Oh, kind of on another note. Okay, depending on the look that I'm currently wearing, shadow base of what I'm doing as I go through on my lid. If I'm wearing the gray smoky eyes, I've really been loving the e.l.f. Cookies and Cream or Cookies and Dreams No Budge eyeshadow stick. Or if you're a fan of the NYX. Oh my word, it has been a while. The NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow in Milk. This is kind of the same product. I like to go through and use this as a boost for shadows on my lid. So with the kind of taupey shade I'm wearing from Juvia's Place, I love this to boost it. And if I'm wearing more of a bronzy look, bronzy rose gold coppery vibe, I love to go through and I use the MAC paint pot in the shade Art Vera Peachy. Oh, I love this color. Love this color. It is so smooth. I put this just on my lid and I apply rose golds on top of it. If I want to wear a peachy and like rusty brown smoky eye, I use this under the peach shadow on my eyes. I will use this under gold shadows. I will use it under dusty, like orangey tones to kind of tone them down a little bit. Like this product is just beautiful. Love, love, love this. So Art Vera Peachy. This is, I don't like to put it all over my eyes. I don't use this as a shadow base. I only use it as a shadow base on my lid after I apply all of my deeper tones to the crease, my outer corner and whatnot. And then I go through with my ring finger or my pinky and I just put it on the inner portion of my lid. And then I layer my shadows on top of it. And it is just lovely. And I've noticed I don't have the crepiness effect that I do if I try to go through with a shimmery shadow base. So if you are in the same boat that I am, where we're noticing our eyes are starting to age and it's not cute to wear as many shimmery options on our eyes. If you want to wear shimmery shadows, matte bases like the MAC paint pots make it a lot easier to be able to enjoy those shimmery shadows and not have them traveling all over the place. So there we go. Then after I'm done doing my eye makeup, we talked about concealers. I do go through with eyeshadow on my lower lash line in terms of liner. I have two that I love. I've really been into the felt tip pens for the last couple of years. My favorite in the entire world is the Revlon Colorstay Sharp line. This is my favorite because I have very small eyes. I get a lot of control with this eye pen. And when I go through, it is very easy for me to keep that line super thin towards the corner of my eye and then thicken it up as I reach the outer corners of my eye. And then it doesn't get too terribly all over the place where I have to worry kind of about it going into the hoods of my eye. I do still set it with a black eyeshadow because I have, like I said, I have very small eyes. And with that hood, it just, I don't want to have eyeliner going up into my crease makeup and then have to redo everything. So just for my personal preference, I do go through and set it, but this is a lovely eyeliner pen. And I've tried other felt tip pens, but this is the one that I prefer the best. And it lasts a long, long time without drying out. So highly recommend this. Then in terms of my lower lash line with waterliner, I've fallen in love with this product. I was using the NYX nude, no, I'm sorry. I've used so many nude pencils over the years. I've used Rimmel, I've used NYX, I've used Tarte. Tarte was the one that I've used the most recently, but I got to where I was finally, like I was having a lot of eye irritation from using it. I don't know if it finally just went bad because it takes me forever to go through nude pencils. But I went on and I switched to the Too Faced Killer Liner Total Control 36-Hour Waterproof Eyeliner, and I have the shade Killer Cashmere. This pencil is awesome. I mean, where has this been my entire life? I love that it doesn't wash away from my eye, because that was what I was noticing with the Tarte pencil, was I would tear up just enough that literally it would be gone within an hour of me wearing my makeup. And I was like, well, that just, I like the brightening effect. Like I want it to make my eyes appear larger, but that's just not working to have it run out so fast. But this this Too Faced pencil, it is still there at the end of the day. I love this. And Ulta does not have the nude shade, but if you go onto the Sephora website, they have this Killer Cashmere shade. So I'll go on and link this in the description box below. But I love this. The formula is so durable and it doesn't look creepy weird on your waterline. So just saying, because sometimes when you can wear flesh tone pencils, they can look a little bit like, you know what I mean? This one is fantastic and it's super smooth. It doesn't pull, it doesn't tug. Yeah, this is going to be in my collection from now on because I love this. And I love the fact that I can sharpen it. So if I do notice that I'm having like a little bit of eye irritation, because like I said, it takes a long time for me to wear down the tips of these pencils. It's very smooth. It feels like a kohl pencil, honestly, but I love that I can sharpen it just to get fresh pencil. You know, when it's time to kind of change things out, because the Tarte one I was using was one of those twist up pencils. So, you know, you constantly have to sanitize it with rubbing alcohol and whatnot, or if it gets grimy with your other makeup, like it's a thing. It's a whole thing. So try this out. It's awesome. Then in terms of bronzer, I do go through in just a little bit. I dust up with the, that didn't sound right. Oh, not dust up. I go through and I just kind of give myself a nice bronzed look with the Hoola, Benefit Hoola in the just original shade, basic, whatnot. This is one that I have quite a few backups of, but I love this bronzer. It's just easy go-to. I go through with a large powder brush and I make threes on the sides of my face and then just blend in my makeup. And I really love how it gives me a glow and it warms up my face enough where I don't look absolutely pale and dead if I'm wanting to wear like a strong smoky eye like I've got going on right now. Or if I want to wear like a super, I don't know, like just bold eye, if I want to wear navies or whatnot. Like this really kind of brings in my facial features to anchor everything in and give me some depth to my face without just being like eyeshadow and ghost for the rest of it. Then in terms of blush, I have been using eyeshadow as my blush. In fact, I've really been going full tilt with using my Juvia's Place palette as an all over face palette. So we'll talk about that, but I've been going for like a peachy blush. If you want a just kind of trip around my head, my favorite blush of all time is the MAC shade in Peaches. Love, love, love that shade. So I go for eyeshadows that have a similar tone to MAC Peaches. That's kind of the vibe I've been feeling lately. Then in terms of mascara, I'm on my third or fourth tube of this. It is the Maybelline The Falsies Surreal Mascara. Love this formula. So I'm all about drugstore mascaras. I don't buy high-end mascaras anymore just because every 3 to 4 months, I'm like, I can achieve the same result with drugstore formulas. And this one is by far my favorite lately. I love the way it makes my lashes look long. They look full, voluminous. It's great. So give this a try. And my lashes don't get so long that they're up in my glasses. That's something I have to think about too. So there we go. There's that. Then also in terms of concealer, if I want something more heavy duty, did I talk about this earlier? No, I don't think I did. I really, really love the Lancome Waterproof Concealer. I have the shade 250 or Light Bisque. This is a fantastic formula. I love that it gives me the coverage I want. I will mix it with the color correctors. I'll wear it on its own. This is just a lovely, lovely formula. And in fact, I love it so much, I've already purchased a backup of this because it is easy to use. I just squeeze a tiny little dot onto my ring fingers. I rub it together to warm it up, and then I apply it to my eyes. It is fantastic. Love, love, love it. Then let's talk about highlighting. I was using an eyeshadow to kind of finish off as a highlighter. Right now at the moment, what I'm wearing today is the Becca highlighter in Opal. This is something I pulled out of my collection that's been here quite a while, so I thought I would use it. It's kind of a goldy color, whereas the one I was using before looked more like MAC Soft and Gentle. So this is the highlighter I'm going for, so Becca's Opal. Then lip products. I've been on a red lipstick kick lately. Love it. I want red lipstick every day. I want the pop of red. I'm really feeling it right now, like turning 40 this summer. I was like, we're going to just bring it on. My hair is going grayer. I like that strong, like power vibe to my makeup. So I have multiple options for red lipstick. If you are wanting some suggestions about what to do, my favorite everyday go-to look, I love at the moment, I have several, but my favorite, most favorite look is to go through with the MAC lip pencil in the shade Burgundy. I use this to line the outer corners of my lips. And then I go through with a rounded soft lip look. And then I fill it in with the, this is the MAC, what is this actual lipstick called? Powdered Kiss Velvet Blur lipstick. It comes in a long tube like this. This is the shade Devoted to Chili. Oh, I love this shade. It's perfect for fall. It's perfect for right now with winter, with Christmas time. If you want a soft, little bit warmer red. If you want a strong red, I would highly recommend MAC's Russian Red. That is my personal favorite, to do like a bluish toned red. I don't like the real like bright orangey types all the time. I think they have a time and a place. This one is very wearable and approachable for every day. So let me show you. This is the MAC Devoted to Chili. And I amp this up depending on how I want to wear it, depending on the lip liner I want to wear under it. So if I really want to go bold, I will do the matte burgundy shade that I just showed you from MAC. If I want a softer look, I will go through with MAC's Chicory. It's a little bit of a lighter, warm tone brown. Let me see. Here's Chicory. Actually, let me go on and compare these for you. Okay, so this is Chicory. It has more of a reddish brown vibe to it. Don't be scared. I know it seems like really brown in comparison to that lipstick, but they actually blend very nicely together on the lips. And then here is the comparison with Burgundy. Burgundy has more of a blood red, like an ox blood kind of vibe to it. Like I said, they match really well with this. Even though they look a little bit scary on the hand right there, they do mix very, very well. Today, what I actually have on my lips is I have the MAC Burgundy lip pencil over my entire lip, and I topped it with the ColourPop. This is the blotted lipstick, and the shade is, I talked about it in one of the videos. I don't remember what the shade of this is. It came out in a collection. I'll have to look it up for you because you can't find it anymore. If you have this in your collection, go on and try it out. But it's just an easy tomatoey red color. It has more of a lip stain kind of vibe to it. It's really drying on the lips, but I don't mind that because it's very, very durable. So there's that ColourPop shade. It looks very similar to the MAC lipstick, but I love these together. So that's what I'm wearing currently on top of the MAC Burgundy lip pencil on my lip. When I want a strong fire engine lip, I have two products that I reach for. It is the Natasha Denona I Need a Lip Duo in the red version that she has the thin lipstick and then the lip pencil. The lip pencil is in the shade I Need a Rouge Lip Crayon in, does this have a shade on it? I guess it's just I Need a Rouge Set. I think they have these available for holiday kits, but it is a bright, bright red. And this lipstick is Fire Engine Red. And the shade on this is called Gigi, is the lipstick shade. So it's a really small bullet like this. You have to be careful applying it to your lips because with it being that thin in the tube, it is quite fragile as you apply it on your lips. So it tugs a little bit. You want to be very, very gentle as you apply it to your lips, but it is definitely a bright, bright Fire Engine Red. I like to wear this when I go out. So here's the Gigi color with that lip pencil. Love these two together. I wore it to a birthday party recently with a really gold sparkly eye because the whole theme of the party was like Great Gatsby. It looked stunning. I've worn it when I've gone out on dates with my husband. But other than that, like it's just a really like, it's too bold for me to wear every day, even though I love red lipstick. So I tend to go with the more muted versions like Devoted to Chili or the ColourPop version, just kind of FYI. This is more of like a going out at night. You want to really glam your makeup kind of situation. Then if I want just a basic, don't want any color to my lips, but maybe a little hint of something, I've been reaching for the Dior Balm Lip Glow. It's the Color Reviver Balm, and this is in the shade Rosewood. Normally I like more of a corally shade, but I feel like this one works a little bit better with the tones I've been wearing on my cheeks with kind of a corally eyeshadowy blush look. And then the warmer tones I've been wearing on my eyes, like with more of a rose gold, like reddish brown vibe, or like the, you know, the armadillo eyes I've got going on here. So this is Rose Glow from Dior. I also have like the coral version that I'll wear in the summertime, but this is really nice. I like the minty cooling effect of this, and I do like that it's very smooth as it applies to your lips. So then, oh, and lastly, to finish off my makeup, I love using the Morphe Jumbo Continuous Setting Mist. I love the misting spray on this. And look at this, y'all. I'm on my 5th bottle from my backup stash, like finally making some progress. I mean, I guess that reveals how many bottles of setting spray I had going at any given time. But yes, I'm on my 5th bottle of this. I love, 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 love this product. And you can basically touch your face within a couple of seconds of spraying this. My makeup does not travel during the day. And like I said, the mist on this is so fine. Like it's just, you see that? Can you hear it? Like it's just, it's so, so gentle. It's even more gentle than the MAC Fix Plus spray. And I love the spray on that where it's just very, very light. You don't have that shock. You know, like when you spritz your face and you're like, seriously, you know, where you have to worry about your mascara traveling and your eyeliner and things bleeding all over the place. Like you don't have that. This is very, very, very easy to use. Other than that, okay, I've covered everything. That's what I've got going on my face. Oh, and then the brushes I'm using the Sigma Flat Top Kabuki brush for foundation, concealer brush. This is one I reach for all the time. This is the Real Techniques brightening concealer brush. And then I use Morphe brushes in terms of what's going on for my eye brushes. And then I've got a combination of e.l.f. For my face brushes, along with, I think I think I just have e.l.f. going on. So let me give you a gander at what's going on. This is a brush roll that I got off of Etsy. I've been using it for years. Yes, and I need to wash my brushes. Yes, we do. Okay, but in any case, I have a combination of like affordable drugstore brushes mixed with like Morphe being a little bit higher end. Just because I feel like I get the effects that I want with these brushes. I've been using them for years. I do wash them frequently. And in fact, my powder brush, this is one I picked up from the grocery store. It just says large powder brush, but I like the size of this. It's very easy to use. Love that with the MAC powders or the Wet n Wild powder. And then I'm trying to think, yeah, everything else. Oh, I have Wet n Wild brushes. This is the one I like to use on my lid. Just a Wet n Wild brush. And then I've got Morphe in here. And then my eyebrow brush that I've literally been using for like the past 20 years from Bare Minerals. I literally bought this back like literally 20 years ago. That is really stood the test of time in terms of how frequently I wash this and whatnot. So that about wraps it up. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope that you have an awesome, awesome day. Like I said, be on the lookout for Get Ready With Me videos and Pan That Palette. And I have my plans for 2024 whoop, whoop, in terms of what I want to do with panning. So I hope that you found some inspiration in this, that you're encouraged to go find some things out of your makeup collection, enjoy them, use them, love them. Or maybe if you're in the market to find some new favorites, because I absolutely stand by the products that I showed you today. I love them. I use them every day, and I will definitely continue to repurchase these items. So that about wraps it up. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I very much look forward to talking with you soon. Until then, adios.